Hey y'all, welcome to week 18 of the Trump administration. And it is looking more and more like a lame duck presidency, which is obviously the best that we could hope for. They failed to pass their budget bill last week. They passed it again in the middle of the night. There are some cuts to Medicaid, and SNAP is going to be moving forward. This is obviously something that we have to keep an eye on, and this is obviously something that they can affect. I do remind all of you that at any point in time, at any point in the next 100 and I believe 81 weeks was the math, but check me, homeschooled. The Republicans in Congress can remove him, right? They can impeach and remove at any point. So what we're looking at now is what's going to happen. Are we going to be waiting through this entire administration to just see what happens next? Or is there actually going to be some pushback? And there has been a lot of pushback. Almost everything that he has tried to do with EOs has been stopped in the court. He has something like a 98% failure rate. This is why Joe Biden spent a lot of time putting federal judges into place during his 4-year administration. Speaking of President Biden, he's not doing so well. He has advanced prostate cancer that has already spread to his blood. I feel very bad for him that he will move on while Felon 47 is the president, because I'm sure that he will not be honored and treated properly for someone who gave something like 50 years of his life to the country, or maybe more. We are seeing it slowing down again. Like, he's not getting away with the things that he's trying to do. We're starting to see all of this backlash. Elon Musk is just, OMG, he's on his way out of Tesla any day, right? He's just lost so much money. And the response, unsurprisingly, has been bad from the whole world. It's almost like, like other dudes could piss people off. Warren Buffett could piss people off, and there wouldn't be that much we can do to affect his money. But when you're a billionaire based on a publicly traded company, there's a lot we can do, Elon, to affect your money. And that has been happening, and I am loving it. I'm here for all of the schadenfreude of watching this go down. We are continuing to see the brain drain here in DC, both from government work, from the military, right? This is what happens under tyrants. Good people leave because they don't want to have to do things that tyrants want to do. He has been deputizing a lot of other federal agents. I've seen so many people tell me on the internet, oh, he's deputizing MAGA and militia. No, he's deputizing other federal agents. I know some of them, and sending them to go with ICE to continue on the snatching of people. I think it's very significant that we are seeing ICE and these other federal agencies doing their stuff with their faces covered. I think this is going to blow up in the end. They can't really make the case that these facial coverings were for health, and so it leaves us obviously with your hiding. And again, I remind you, the president might be immune, but everyone else who works for the president is not immune. And they are showing, in my opinion, by color in their faces, that they know what they are doing is wrong. I believe this could come back to bite them in the end. And let me remind you that everyone implicated in Signalgate can be prosecuted for the next 75 years. And old Felly Boy is not really good at taking care of his people. He tends to hang them out to dry. Yes, he does. But it's slowing down because it has to. The 90 days of shock and awe are over, and the responses and the pushback is starting to roll in. I remind you, no country is big enough to invade America, not even America, but also he does not own the military. We have seen a lot of pushback from the military. There have been videos of leaders, high-ranking colonels, and even generals talking to service members, telling them in no uncertain terms, right? This is not our army. This is not our military. We are strong. We have values. We know what we do. We take care of each other, right? They cannot specifically speak against the president, but they can say a lot of things. And on that note, some of y'all have asked me what is going on with the enforcement of 88 UCMJ, right? The military has never been allowed to criticize the president. That's always been something you're not allowed to do. However, Felon 47 is the only president that's ever had to come out and be like, stop speaking bad about me or I'm gonna get you. It's definitely not a position of power. And he's just looking like a silly, silly boy who doesn't understand the culture or really anything about our military, which makes perfect sense to me because he spent his life studying the militaries of dictators and tyrants. Like all of the bad guys and cult leaders do, they all study each other. This is how they learn it. But the good thing is our military leaders have also spent their life studying bad guys and tyrants, so they know how to deal with him. Buckle in, y'all. It's slowing down, but we might be on this train for quite a while. And as ever, nobody knows what a cult leader is going to do next, but I, Daniella, scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership, will be here to narrate it for you. I wrote a book called Uncultured about growing up in the Children of God religious cult and then going into the cult of the U.S. Army. You can get signed copies attached here. It's also got a 4.9 rating on Audible, and it's available on your Spotify Premium if you subscribe. Have a day.